On behalf of ICMU, the International Center for Mathematics in Ukraine, let me conduct a short conversation with Professor Stephan Klaus, a mathematician working in algebraic topology. Stephan is the scientific administrator of the Oberwolfach Research Institute for Mathematics, and in May of 2023 he came to Kyiv to visit ICMU and gave a week-long course of topology for Ukrainian students. So, Stephan, how did you decide to teach mathematics in a country under ongoing military attacks?
Yeah, when we first spoke about this possibility and a possible visit at the ICMU, I was also feeling afraid or anxious about this point with the war. But then I heard that the probability to be killed by a rocket in Kyiv is smaller than the everyday probability to be killed in a car accident. So, and additionally, prior to the visit, I had a phone call with the ADAC. This is the German automobile club, and I have their health and emergency insurance with back transport to Germany and so on. And I asked them if this insurance is also valid in Ukraine. Then they asked me, okay, where in Ukraine? And when I said in Kyiv, there was no problem, because they have classified Kyiv as not a direct war zone, and so the insurance is also valid there. Yeah, I can confirm that I felt safe in Kyiv. And for example, going through the streets in the evening, I never felt unsafe, for example, with regard to criminality. So personally, I like East European countries and their culture, and this was also a big plus for Kyiv. For example, the Golden Gate in Kyiv, I was very curious to visit it, and so I succeeded. And moreover, it's a nice and wonderful city with a lot to see, and also many good restaurants. So these are soft facts, but last but not least, I felt also the duty to help Ukraine and to let the people in Ukraine not alone, and as a mathematician to support your new center, ICMU.
We felt it very well during your course. It was very important, really. My next question is about the travel. The airspace of Ukraine is closed, and the only way to enter is by land. So was it difficult for you to travel, and how long did your trip last?
Yeah, first I took the airplane from Frankfurt to Warsaw, which is about 2 hours, and then a Polish train to the border city Chelm, which is about 3 hours. And then there's a break of 2 hours. One has to wait for the night train from Chelm to Kyiv. This is about 12 hours. So at the end, I started on Saturday morning in Oberwolfach, and I arrived in Kyiv on Sunday at lunchtime. Yeah, the customs control was in the train, and here I recommend to have copies of your passport in your luggage, because the customs officer takes all passports with him in order to check them until the morning. Then only then you get them back. And it's also important from Germany to Ukraine, there is no need for a visa at least for short-time visits. All trains, buses and tramways in Poland and Ukraine were totally on time. And this was a pleasure for me, and it's very different from the German train system. Yeah, booking the train tickets in Poland was no problem, and with the train tickets from Rennes to Kyiv, I got help from ICMU.
Yeah, and during your stay there were several red alerts. What were you doing then, and how did you feel about it?
Yeah, there was such an alert every second day on average. I have experienced about 4 of them. Most of them, so 3, happened during daytime when I gave my lectures at ICMU, and the early warning distance is about 15 minutes, so you have enough time to go to a shelter. So, and there's a shelter in the cellar of the ICMU where there's even a prepared lecture room, so we could then also hold the rest of the lecture there, or maybe these alerts typically last only 30 to 60 minutes, so in many cases it turns out that there are false alarm, or maybe the air raid defenses were successful. So it was not a big problem. The only alert which was not so nice was in my hotel on Tuesday night. Then I had to go for 3 hours to the shelter of the hotel, but also there everything was well prepared, and I have never heard explosions or something like this. So I have always felt safe enough. I have been told if an alert should happen when you are in the street, then you can go to the metro or to public shelters, but I have never experienced this. And it seems that more of 99% of the alerts are harmless in the end.
That's true. And at last, could you tell something on the positive side of your experience? Would you visit ICMU again?
Yeah, so for me it was very nice to meet all the colleagues and students in Ukraine. There was a big feeling of hospitality for me, and a strong interest and dedication among the participants. A really big interest to learn new mathematical topics. So I had a lot of very nice, enjoyable, fruitful discussions and meetings. So I will definitely visit the ICMU again.
Thank you very much, Stephan, for sharing this experience. Despite all obstacles, ICMU invites visitors at this time. At the moment, one can organize summer and winter schools with us, and we have a collaboration program in which foreign visitors could come and work in Kyiv with their Ukrainian colleagues. This is for small groups, and a group will work for 1 or 2 weeks at the office of ICMU. And then we have a visitors program with the London Mathematical Society. This is for established scientists to come to Ukraine with a series of lectures. And in the future we plan also postdoctoral positions and other visiting options. And the main activity in the future will be thematic programs lasting from 1 month to a semester. So we hope very much that we will come to that point. And welcome to ICMU.